How do you make a man obsessed with you? Well, here's 3 tips. Wait a day to text him back. Make him see that he's replaceable. And whatever you do, never show too much interest. Now tell me, how many times have you heard some advice like this online, okay, from a certified coach? And maybe you follow their suggestions, which, let me tell you, they actually work, okay? But only for a short time, because at the end of the day, ladies, you cannot fake deep attraction and a true connection. And I believe that if you clicked on this video, you're an intelligent woman, affectionate, dedicated, who knows what she wants. So if you're still practicing all those tips you found online, I promise you, you're wasting your time. My name is Ismail, and I make these videos to share with you my personal insights and research on relationship dynamics with the hope that you can build a healthy connection with a devoted partner. And for this video, I've got 3 research studies that help you understand how to create a sense of longing in the man that you like, meaning you will forge strong attraction and chemistry so that when you're not around, he will most likely miss you. Alright, beautiful. So let's dive into the first mind-bending study that is all about the electrifying connection between fear and attraction. Now, you might be pondering, wait, fear? Like, how on earth does that work, right? Well, pay close attention because this research study that was done in 2017 gave us some valuable insights. So think about this. You and your man find yourselves in a spine-tingling, fear-inducing situation. Maybe it's a haunted house, maybe it's a horror film or a roller coaster ride, right? Now you might believe that fear would send you running opposite directions, but guess what? Science says that the opposite might just be true. Turns out that a shared rush of adrenaline and vulnerability can nurture the bond between you two. It's like your hearts are synchronized, to the beat of the excitement, and suddenly you both are like partners in crime, facing the thrill together. But see, it's just not about the fear itself. It's about the experience that you both share. The heart-pounding moments, the nervous laughter, the looks that you exchange, all of it creates an unforgettable memory. And those memories, ladies, is what makes them think about you when you're not around. I mean, when I look back to some of my exes, I always remember some of those scary moments where I was on top of a mountain in Peru, thinking that I was going to die from the cold, or another time our plane almost crashed. I mean, some really crazy memories that always here with me, But let me clarify that it doesn't need to be that extreme, okay? Sometimes it can be something as simple as an activity that takes you both out of your comfort zone, where you experience healthy levels of anxiety and anticipation. Imagine going karaoke with a group of friends that he hasn't met before, okay? That can create certain thrill, right? Getting on stage and singing in front of other strangers. Just make sure you don't take it too far where he feels utterly uncomfortable. Because remember, it's not just about what you do, it's about what you both feel during those moments. Okay, now it's time for study number 2, the reinforcement effect model. So, those times where, we seem to be drawn to people and situations that makes us feel warm and fuzzy inside, right? I'm sure that you experienced this where you suddenly start growing affection for a man because he made you feel a certain way. And this was most likely a positive emotion, right? Like love, excitement, or joy. So this study basically points out that positive behaviors generate positive emotions, which in turn encourage more positive behaviors. So in plain English, whenever he's with you, if you both have a great time, okay, if you're playful, you tease him a little bit, you ask thoughtful questions so he feels understood, once he goes away, he will think, man, I like being around this woman. It feels awesome. I want more of that. Because quite often what I've seen and experienced as a man is that when you really like a guy, you tend to take things way too seriously. And, I'll give you a quick story that I hate being late to anything, okay? And this time I was running late for 20 minutes to a date. And on the way there, when I was getting there, I was thinking, man, she's going to be so upset. Now this is going to ruin the date, right? I got to the point that I built up so much negative emotions that I didn't even want to see her anymore. But, I got there and guess what? The moment that I sat on the table and I said, hey, sorry I'm late. I got stuck in traffic, right? Do you know what her reply was? She said, It's okay. You don't need to lie. I know that you probably took a long time in front of the mirror because you wanted to look good for me. So right there, the tension was completely dissipated, and I thought, man, like this woman is something else. Now, I know that you're probably thinking, Ismail, I've done this repeatedly, okay, where we had a great time together, everything was wonderful, and then the guy pulled away, or he's been acting hot and cold. Well, there's many other reasons that could have caused that, okay, and one of them, which is the one that I see a lot, is that you have weak boundaries. So the man does not respect you. Because yes, positive reinforcement is a powerful tool, but if he doesn't value your opinion, then your words or actions towards him will not be as effective. And if you want to learn more about this, make sure you check out my other video, What Men Want in Women and Relationships. If you want your partner to be more romantic, do not criticize him for it. The moment you say, I wish you were more thoughtful, I wish you did more loving things for me, right there you'll be planting a seed in his mind that says you're not a caring man. So the best approach is to always use positive reinforcement. Whenever he does something nice for you, you use that opportunity to tell him you're such a romantic man, always paying attention to detail. And without overdoing it, what happens many times is that he'll start acting more romantic because you're nurturing those qualities in him. The third and last study that I picked for this video is the curiosity gap theory, which suggests that a gap between what people know and what they want to know can drive them to engage more with information. So when applied to dating and attraction, this could mean that when there's just the right amount of mystery, okay, surrounding someone, it triggers like a curious itch in our brains. It's like we're wired to solve a puzzle, and like this puzzle is understanding that intriguing person better. And let me tell you a story. So I had this client recently that was doing a private session with me because the guy that she was dating texted her that they should go their separate ways, which I thought it was a really lame text. But anyways, as she was telling me the story, she said that she was confused because their connection was so strong. One night they even spoke for 8 hours and on the phone, and right there I knew what was the problem, that she had made this man the center of her world and she left no room for mystery. Now, when I give this advice, what many of you ladies interpret is, okay, Ismail, I'm not gonna text him constantly, I won't speak to him for more than 30 minutes on the phone, and then you're there in your bed anxiously looking at the phone, waiting to hear from him. And this is the major mistake that many of you make. The objective is that you build a life of excitement, great friendships, communities, hobbies, goals, aspirations. So when you have all these things going on, this guy you like will only add flavor to your day and not be the main source of joy and happiness. Because once you have built this life for yourself, you won't need to fake the behavior, right? You'll be naturally busy and reply to him whenever you can. And he will be thinking, man, I wonder what she's up to right now. I wonder if she's thinking about me. I hope that she hasn't found that guy Ismail on YouTube, because then I'm really in trouble and I'm gonna have to put some effort. So here's the bottom line. Focus on yourself so you don't have to pretend to be busy, and keep a dash of the unknown. Not every man, needs to know your whole backstory. Think of yourself as a beautiful gift wrapped inside a box where he's trying to figure out what's inside. So that's it for this video. Make sure to name your favorite study in the comments, and if you tried any of them in your relationships. And if you're new to my channel, I hope that you consider subscribing so I can keep providing value to you. Remember, nobody's going to give you the love life that you want. You have to build it yourself, because like I always say, for your relationships to change, you need to change. Have a beautiful day.